Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Ultimate General Civil War, and today we are going to fight the Battle of Fredericksburg. The main attack of this battle is going to be led by our 2nd Corps. For this, the men are armed with 12-pounder Napoleon guns, 24-pounder howitzers and 20-pounder Parrott guns. They are also supported by a unit of sharp snipers and our skirmished cavalry. We also have in our ranks our prized 2nd Division, consisting of our most experienced soldiers, together with the Iron Brigade, who are armed with the brand new M1861 rifle. Our 2nd attack wave is going to be led by Ulysses S. Grant, who is armed with 2 batteries of 12-pounder Napoleons, with a battery of 20-pounder Parrott guns, 24-pounder howitzers and 10-pounder Parrott guns. He is also supported by a unit of sharp snipers and hunter snipers, and with our melee cavalry. And our diversionary attack on Fredericksburg is going to be led by George McClellan. He is armed with 12-pounder Napoleons, a battery of 12-pounder howitzers, 10-pounder Parrott guns, and 2 batteries of 10-pounder ordnances, and a new brigade of 12-pounder Whitworth guns. They are designed for accurate long-distance fire and will hopefully bring a lot of devastation to key units of the enemy. Within his corps are also 2 units of sharp snipers and a couple units that I like to call the Spear Division. These are all units who are armed with the Rebolt Farmer rifle and who have trained on the endurance course. Their job is it to break through enemy lines and to open a gap for our remaining forces. Down on the battle map you can see that we bring over 102,000 soldiers to the battlefield, together with 174 guns. The rebels field over 2,145 soldiers, but they are only a fraction of their total force. The Army of the Potomac is preparing to cross the Rappahannock River at Fredericksburg. The Confederates have destroyed all the bridges, but our engineers are currently constructing pontoon bridges. The rebels are delaying our engineers with their snipers, but our men are progressing and will soon complete 2 bridges at this section. A few hundred meters away we are constructing another bridge. 3 bridges are being built to the east to allow control of the southern part of town. We will execute the main attack from this side, advance and destroy the rebel right flank. Prospect Hill is heavily defended by the Confederates, but if we secure it we will ensure a decisive victory. This hill overlooks the rail lines supplying the Confederate army and offers a fast mean of transport to Richmond. The center of the Confederate force are located on this hill, securing Telegraph Road. The ground is heavily fortified and harsh. An attack here is not advised. Marye's Heights controls the Confederate left flank and is heavily entrenched positions. We should attack Marye's Heights to distract their forces while we overwhelm their right flank. Confederate snipers are harassing our engineers who are trying to finish the construction of the pontoon bridges. Force the Confederates to withdraw from the town, so the engineers can complete the bridges and our whole army can start crossing the river tomorrow. We know that the rebels have snipers in the town, therefore attacking over the bridges right now is suicide. Instead, we are going to prepare a little ambush ourselves. Wall skirmishers are going to cross the river, our snipers and Wohin himself are going to hold this ground, and hopefully we are able to retreat the skirmishers as soon as we spot the enemy. Then they will hopefully follow us and directly march into our trap. Afterwards we can follow the retreating enemy and wipe them out. And we hear charging rebels. Come on man, get out of there. And there we have it. Come on man, run. They are wavering, but Bricksdale is following them. Soon our men should be able to open fire. Everyone get ready. And the first volley already caused 48 casualties. Come on men, open up, open up. Sharp snipers, you need to move forward, while this unit need to fall back. In actuality, Burksdale is already falling back. You can now open up, man. This unit of skirmishers is following us as well and also running into our death trap. And another unit of skirmishers is trying to advance. And these men also get routed easily. I'm going to speed up time. And I'm also going to order our men forward again. Maybe we can repeat this trap again. And we have found more skirmishers. Men pull back again. You're routing. That's a shame, but it's okay. They will hopefully follow you. But this time it doesn't seem that they want to learn. But no, they are following us again. Pull back to better positions and slaughter them. Berg sailors over here again, and now down to 940 men. 900 men. And 825. For now, this is working like a charm. More skirmishers, you need to advance again. And we are receiving reinforcements. Over here, more skirmishers are pulling back. And these men need to hold back as well. Our artillery is not allowed to engage. We want to preserve our valuable ammunition for the real fight. Reed, you are going to get to this bridge down here. And with that, we might be able to actually capture Fredericksburg. Some units seem to advance over here. And there are more skirmishers. And our snipers are actually able to hit them. Maybe we can find them again. They do not seem willing to engage. We have found the enemy again, but this time they do not seem willing to follow us. I'm willing to commit our snipers forward just a little bit. But the enemy skirmishers are only there to distract us. Over here, Reed move forward. We already have 5 in the morning. It looks like the rebel distraction force has worked. But as soon as the day really starts, the Confederates have to withdraw and we can start our main attack. On the other side, all of our soldiers are still in good shape. And we have done a good amount of damage to some very strong rebel units. We have secured the town of Fredericksburg. Well, we haven't secured it, but the rebels needed to retreat. Now the real fight can begin. The rebels have brought 59,400 men to the battlefield and 122 guns. I'm expecting the majority of the artillery around Fredericksburg, but hopefully we can quickly dislodge them from their positions. Today we are ready to advance. You should concentrate your forces to attack Prospect Hill. Watch out for the rebel cavalry masking the right flank. Our men are somewhat organized and the battle can begin. Our 3rd Corps is going to take position over here because as the battlefield is going to open up, they are going to attack our secondary objective. Our 2nd Corps in the meantime is going to form up over here, use this tree as cover and push all the way around the rebel defenses to capture this position. We only have very limited space to work with and the rebels are heavily entrenched and can bombard us all the way with artillery. I hope that this maneuver is going to save a lot of blood. General and supplies also move up, and sharp snipers, you're going to scout ahead together with the skirmishers of Brooks. We know that the rebels have cavalry on their right flank, I'm sure they're either going to be held up here or down here in these woods. And we have eyes on one unit of enemy cavalry. Dole's 1st Division, therefore set up carefully. Move up over here. And enemy guns are opening up. They're hitting brooks. But our main force is right now not in danger. Skirmishing cavalry, please form up over here. And straight, you're going to march up over here. Doles is crossing the river. Brook skirmishers, you are going to be recalled. Sharp snipers, you set up over here. And hopefully we can dispatch the rabbits quickly. 3rd Division is also coming up slowly. Move up even further. And the 4th Division can also prepare to cross. But first the 1st Division needs to push back the cavalry advance. Artillery line, please move up on the river. And shoot them out of there. Straight, you're going to march up over here. And McCord, you need to make sure that nothing is threatening our flank. Their 1st cavalry units are pulling back. We can now advance carefully. Race, you come up behind them. And you men can form up over here. Our elite units can also push forward now. This is going to be a slow advance, but we still have all day. Our snipers have fallen back, they can now also move up further. And we have made contact again. These men can now also pull up. McCord, you're taking position here. Martin and Brooke, you can advance again. Come on, man, hunt them out of the woods. Our elite can now also move up. Otis and Reyes, you as well. Snipers, you cover this position. Skirmishing cavalry, you are held in reserve. And our artillery can now also cross the river. Supplies and the general, you also need to move up. How's the situation looking over here? We have the majority of our forces in position. And we hear a rebel countercharge. McCord, secure the flank. Nelson, you are also on our flank now. You men need to move forward. Race, Webb, and Otis, you are marching up over here. Down here we have Haggard, Rosser, and Brown hanging back. They are going to swing on this side of the flank, while you are now opening up over here. Doles, you push down as a reserve. And soon we should be on the side of the enemy. Supplies move further down, skirmishers you as well. And our artillery can also advance now. The guns are going to be set up over here for the moment. Banning is going to give you supply. And the rest of our forces are advancing as well. Our elite is going to move over here. And we have the first units of the rebels in retreat. Webb, you're going to focus over here to make sure that nothing gets behind us. And the rest of our force can push forward. Once everyone is in position, we will move further. Down here, a few more of our men are moving up and need to get into a better position. Otis, you can advance again. And generally you need to move down further. This line is now almost in position. I am going to send them forward. Down here, Otis and Nelson are getting hit hard by artillery. But we are going to silence these guns soon. And we have a unit of guns down there. We now need to hurry. Otis, charge them. Webb, you're going to fill this gap. Our own artillery is now opening up as well. And our remaining forces can also move up in the secondary line. Over here, Webb, you move up over there. And these guns are slowly getting beaten back. Otis, hurry, now fall back. Fall back, man, fall back. Everyone else, move forward. Otis, I know you're getting hit really, really hard. But it was a necessity. You can now move behind our line. Nelson skirmishers, you can reattach. Iron Brigade, you're going to form up on our flank. Snipers, you move up over there. Further south, we can push up all the way to the railway. And our artillery needs to move up as well. General, you also need to move up, and supplies also need to get down. And we have rebels on the railway. My men, get in position and wipe them out. You men, move up behind them. Haggett, you're getting over there. And we are going to face heavy casualties now. Webb and Nelson, you should be able to push these rebels back. Everyone else, hold your ground. Do not expose your flanks. Race, you need to shift. And those you can push up even further. Lieutenant Colonel Jack McCord is wounded. And we have even more rebels advancing. Everyone hold your ground, sharp snipers, get on your flank. McCord is falling back, but we have even more reserves. Brooke, do not shift. Doles, you also do not need to turn, but you need to move forward. Hazen is going to take your position. Haggard, move up. Our artillery is getting closer. Skirmishing Cav, you get up over there. And Webb is getting flanked. You now need to shift, and our Iron Brigade is going to get pushed forward. Snipers, you as well are going to get on the flank and rout them off the field. We have Brigadier General Wayne Nelson killed. Casualties are going to rise quickly now. But over here our push is coming together. Martin, hold your ground. And down here our artillery is slowly getting into position. I am going to get our Napoleons and push them even further forward. The same goes with our howitzers. Our pellet guns are good where they are. They can shoot devastating fire over the long distance. Brooke, hold your ground. Straight hold your ground, those hold your ground. Hazen, move up. And we have run out of time. Now we have to assault upon Marye's heights. Meanwhile, the attack on Marye's heights is commencing. The rebels use the cover of a thick stone wall, and behind them there is a large number of cannons defending the hill. Your advance will cost the lives of many men. It is unavoidable. The battle can begin and our spear division can move into position. Our artillery is behind them and giving support as much as possible. Already casualties start to rise. I'm going to send a couple skirmishers forward to shield the rest of our advance. And our guns can open up fire. Over here the next forces can move up to quickly rush through the gap that our men will hopefully ensure. And I'm also going to send our sharp snipers forward a bit. Maybe they can also help with the breakthrough. McLaren, move on. And they've shot their warriors. Come on, man, charge. It is absolutely crucial that you break through. Nothing else matters. Whispers, open up on the artillery. And the rest of our men move forward. One unit of us is routing, but Cook is getting pressured. More and more of our men are pulling in. Come on, men, break through. You need to break through. And we have a breakthrough. Spear Brigade, form up. And the rest of our units also need to push up. Come on, men, pull yourself together. Snipers, shoot over there. McLaren, motivate your men. And skirmishers, get back to your organized units. Wallace, push forward. And the rest needs to push forward. Down here another unit is falling back, but Hood has gathered his men again. And our reserves in town are also moving forward. Come on, men. You do not have a choice. If you want to live, you need to break through. 10-pounders also move forward. 12-pounder Napoleons move forward. Come on, men. You are almost there. Our snipers are doing a good job. Please, this sniper unit, shoot down at Curtis. Marston, you need to face Cook. Perhaps you need to move up over there. And you all need to move forward. Atkinson, you need to move up as well. And our first sniper unit is falling back. Eustace, move forward. Marston, open fire. Spear, open fire. And Shayla, you need to open fire. More and more of our men are pushing through. Rice, you are going to focus on this guy. Howitzers, focus over here. Ordnances, focus on the artillery. Wisworth, shoot over there. Reed, pull up. And now Cook's numbers are dwindling fast. With some luck we are able to push them back now. But already we are taking heavy casualties. Phelps, you need to charge. Wallace, move forward. Phelps, now focus on Curtis. If you get this artillery unit out of there, the majority of men can push forward. Snipers, you are still engaging, this is good. And Fapes is wounded. 12-pounder howitzers, move forward. Rice, move forward. Wallace, move forward. Everyone, You always need to move forward. If you fall back, you will die. Whitworth, now also move up. I do not want to leave you behind. Reed, move up. And we are now on the flank of the enemy. Shayla, you need to get up over here. And Spear Brigade, you need to get up over here. Slowly but surely our men are coming together. General, stay with your men, and we have the next unit of rebels falling back. Everyone, move up now. We need to get the artillery. Phelps, I'm going to grab your skirmishers to get another volley off. And I'm also getting yours. Sharp snipers, move up further. Down here our men are advancing. Our artillery also needs to move up. The same with the Whitworth. And this skirmishing unit can fall back. Many of our men are already exhausted. But we are slowly but surely getting forward. We can only succeed if we silence these guns. Otherwise all of their casualties are in vain. We are now up to 6.3% casualties, but I'm sure that this number is going to get even higher the longer the day goes. Fab skirmishers are forced back. Hood skirmishers can now reattach. And our snipers can form up over here. Wallace, sorry, I didn't want you to move. Come on, man. Move forward. We force them away from the first artillery line. Down here, some of our units are standing still. I want them to gather over here. Pounders, focus on branch. And Eustace, your skirmishers also need to focus on it. Reed, move forward, and Fabs, move forward. Hood is going to march up behind you, and Rohan is going to march up behind you. Down here, another unit of our spear division is moving up. And Eustace, hurry up. Shayla, move forward. Target their guns. Upton, you're taking position over here. Our snipers are going to move across the river and hopefully encircle them. Now our push is luckily coming together. Fab skirmishers can reattach. These guns can move up. General, get to your man. Fabs, fall back. Gather over here. Use the skirmishers, you can reattach. And Hood, show them what a charge is. Down here, Shayla, you need to move up. Do not let Curtis go away. Hood, you can stop now. And the rebels are trying another attack. Over here our snipers are slowly getting into position. And more and more of our forces are getting towards the designated positions. These 10-pounder ordnances need to move up as well, together with our parrot guns. And down here, Reed is back in action. Fabs, you need to move forward. I know you have already suffered terribly. But the spear units are not able to withstand a long firefight. Reed, move up as well. And Whitworth, focus on their guns. The same goes with our ordnances. Shayla, move up. Shayla, I'm going to grab your skirmishers. Maybe a volley of them is going to be enough to get cuts out of the way. And down here our snipers need to move forward and open up another side. We are forcing them away slowly. Howitzers, move forward. Down here Reed needs to move forward so that our speed division can rest. You men now also need to move forward, and our snipers can push towards Alexander and G. Nelson. Upton, also move forward. And with a bit of luck, we are able to silence many of their guns. Down here, snipers, fall back. Fall back. Elder, move up. Upton, fall back. Elder, hold your ground. Snipers, form up over here and you guys shoot him. Now, Cobb is hit hard and we can advance again. Get them, men. Hunt them down. We have almost captured Marye's heights. Reserves, get up here. And snipers, move back into target. Kirkland, I want you over here as a quick response if something tries to flank us. Upton skirmishers, you can reattach. And these men can also get into position. Wallace, I do not know where you are wanting to go. But if you want to advance so badly, then go get the target. Our artillery line now needs to move up again. Except the ordnances, except the parrot guns and the Whitworth. And we have pushed them off Marye's sides. Now we only need to hold it, and this is going to be much easier said than done. Snipers, you now need to move up again, and hopefully these snipers can now silence Alexander. The rest of our men need to move forward. And we hear rebel charging. But we cannot see them. Alexander is hit hard and tries to fall back. And none of our units from our first division are on the front line. This is what I want to see. They have done enough and should be able to repel any meaningful counterattack. But I do not want them on the front line. Down here, Barksdale is trying his luck again. Even though he has suffered terribly from us in the first day of the battle. And I want our skirmishers in the forests. And I want Kirkland in the forest. Sharp snipers, fall back. In fact, you need to fall back behind the river. The rebels are trying to sneak through the woods. And we need to keep pressing the momentum. No, you move up over there, you move up over there. Rice and Eustace form up. And we only need to contest Marye's heights for 4 more minutes until this objective is deemed achieved. Come on, man, open up. Upton, do not open your flank. Everyone who is not right now engaged, hold your ground. Reed, push forward. Fabs, move forward. And we now can continue the attack or withdraw. Well, I say we continue. We have them on the run. Now we need to finish them off so that their artillery can no longer harm us. General, our army has already paid a heavy toll at taking those hits, but we can still claim victory. Marye's Heights could be captured if we attack decisively. Well, we have already captured it, and I've already lost a lot of men. I am going to finish them off. Telegraph Road might be weakened if the rebels have reinforced their flanks. Prospect Hill objective is already decided, and the rest of our forces are holding up at this flank. Well, for now nothing is decided. Our 3rd Corps is getting into position over here, while on the other side elements of our 1st Corps are going to reinforce our rear. While down here we are still trying to hunt as many rebels down as possible and silence their guns. Our whispers are also pulling back behind our main line. And we are slowly hunting down their remaining artillery pieces. Once their guns are silenced, I know we have won this engagement. Marston and Elder, you need to move up. We have captured Cobb. And I'm going to get one of our sniper units over on this side. These snipers on the other side are going to hold up in these woods. And how's the situation down here looking? 1st Division is advancing towards target. You're going to set up over here. And then we're going to do the thing that we did in the first phase of the battle. And move around the enemy flank. Over here, more and more of their guns are destroyed. They have 1 battery left. But this one is a strong one. Whispers. Target over there. Ordnances and Napoleons. Move forward. These units need to hold down over here. If anything tries to cross, we are going to be prepared. Leonard, you need to move forward just a little bit so that you can shoot them in the river. Wonderful. Now hold your ground. Down here, Barksdale is holding up. Elder, you need to move forward. Upton, you need to move forward. And Shayla got hit hard. We have now officially captured Marye's Heights. Upton, I'm going to get your skirmishers and hunt down Alexander. Down here, rebels try to get us. Their weapons seem to have a larger range than the rifle of Leonard. But we should have the numerical advantage. Down here we are engaging enemy forces. Napoleon guns set up. Marston and Mersey set up. The same goes with spears. Down here Cross was repelled by an enemy artillery unit. Where are you coming from? Man, hunt him down. Tenet, this is your job. Major Hugh Leonard is wounded. Unfortunate, but our guns are opening up and should be able to force them back. And parrot guns, you can focus over here, please. They still have a bit of artillery left. But I'm going to get these units as a reserve over here now. Barksdale is still holding up. But the rest of the rebel army is falling back quicker and quicker. How's the situation down here looking? We have supplies and Grant behind our main line, or in front of it, to be more accurate. And we are slowly working through the defenses over here. Tenet charge their guns. The rest of the men need to prepare and move forward. Down here, these men are going to hold the river for now. Eustace, you need to move up over here. Davies, you go up over there. Elder, move forward. Barksdale is still a massive thorn in our side, but we're going to get him. Too. Corp, you can now withdraw. Parrot guns, focus on the artillery. The same with our Whitworth. The rest of our artillery can focus down here. Once this side is secured, we can advance and focus completely on Telegraph Road. Reed is back in action and is now on the flank of the enemy. General, please move up. And I'm going to order our Whitworth to hold this ground so that they continue to bombard the enemy. Parrot guns and 12 pounders. Move forward. Upton skirmishers, you can reattach, and Kirkland, you need to get on the flank of Barksdale. This guy is almost completely destroyed, and we hopefully get him routed quickly. Down here, more and more reinforcements are sent to our flank. Leonard has already lost 300 men. But still, we should be able to hold this flank. The rebels are now pulling back from this side. I'm going to get our men forward. These skirmishers can reattach. And our artillery line can also advance. I'm going to send them up over here. And we have Colonel Kent Bartlett wounded. Grant and supplies also need to move forward. And down here they are battling us heavily. More and more elite forces of the rebels are arriving. Bartlett, move up. And Stonewall Jackson's elite force is now also arriving. Fabs, get on the flank. Ordnances and 12 pounders, you're doing a fine job. Snipers, get up over here. Kirkland, move up over here. Down here, Cobb is continuing his retreat. This is good. I want our howitzers to focus on Robertson. The same goes with our ordnances. And our parrot guns can now also focus on this side down here. We have another wounded officer. Casualties in this battle are high as expected. And we have found another unit of enemy guns. I'm going to send our snipers out to deal with them. Down here we are engaging with... Down here we are ready to advance further. First Corps, you need to cross now. Second Corps, get up here. Third Corps, move up behind. Fourth Corps, you are marching up over here. And our melee cavalry is now also pulling up. Down here our men need to contest the enemy further and hold the side. And once we get Prospect Hill, we have this battle in the back. Come on, man, move up on their flanks. We have them surrounded. Almost surrounded. Down here even more men are going to be sent into the mean grider. I am going to pull our men back for a bit. Just to make sure that they are in the water. And that the rebels therefore are... And that the rebels therefore cannot move quickly. Snipers, you're marching up over this flank. And down here we are slowly moving forward. Second division is almost in position. I am going to put them in front of our first now. We are unfortunately trapped in the water. But I hope that the enemy is focusing so hard on this flank that they do not have many forces down south. Eustace, move up. Reed, move on the other side of Phelps. We are pushing them down further and further. And down here our units need to focus on these artillery pieces and hunt them down for good. I'm going to get cross skirmishers out and try to find out where the enemy is hiding. 3rd Division is moving up and 4th Division is following them. Down here more and more of the rebels are routing. They are now trapped in the water, just as intended. And down here Marine is wasting their ammunition on our spear skirmishers. Over here we are continue to hit the rebels hard. They are now in complete defensive positions. Davies, move up over here. And Upton, you move up over here. Alder, move forward first. And Kirkland, you move up on their flank. Down here more and more casualties are arising. And we have yet not discovered the enemy over here. 1st Division, move up. Except the skirmishers, of course. And 2nd Division, except our snipers, you are moving up over here. 3rd Division, move up behind them. 4th Division as well. We are stuck in the swampy ground over there. But I hope that our men can reach their designation. But I hope that our men are able to reach their designated target. Over here their artillery is routing again. And we can move our men even further forward. We have now lost 21% in our 1st corps and next to nothing in our 3rd. But this is to be expected as our 3rd corps hasn't seen action yet. I'm going to send our men close to the river line. 2nd corps, move up. 3rd corps, move up. Same goes with our 4th. I'm sure the men are already exhausted from the heavy terrain. And we are greeted with heavy fire. We hear charging rebels. But we cannot see them yet. Over there they are. Skirmishers, fall back, fall back, fall back. Snipers, give cover fire. First Division, move up. And men, run into position. Hunter snipers, fall back. 2nd Division, fall back just a little bit. And down here we are still holding them in the river. Bartlett, you also can fall back just a little bit. Whitworth, focus down here. And we have destroyed the remainders of their guns. Snipers, get over there, and Kirkland skirmishers, you get over here. We have nearly wiped out their entire force here. Down here we have found Braxton. Cook and Cross, move up. And 1st Division, move up. With some luck, we are able to reach our destination. Down here our men need to fall back a bit. I'm going to send Atkinson down to get more supplies up. Some of our artillery have lost a couple men, and in fact their guns are still there. I thought they broke. This was a mistake. Alda, get over here. Phelps, get over the river and continue to rout the enemy. Another unit of the Confederates broke. And if nothing of this battle is going to be a success, Marye's heights are going to be mine. Down here we have to battle through the heavy woods. I'm going to send Wickham and Schaefer on the enemy flank. Hunter snipers, you get up over here please. And you men also need to move up. Everyone get forward. And our remaining artillery can now also move up. Melee cavalry, you're going to get into these books. And soon we should be able to also claim victory over on this side. Down here we are still holding up a large portion of the enemy army. And I'm going to send our Napoleon guns down. Sharp snipers, please find out if their artillery is now really destroyed. And we only have 4 rebel units remaining. Everyone else, move forward. Sharp snipers, charge their guns. And Kirkland skirmishers, you are going to assist them. Down here we are encountering more units. Law is pulling up fire on Mersey. Mersey, please rotate. And Cook, you're trying to run for the objective. Spears, you're going to open up this flank. And these men are going to help you. Melee cavalry, get forward. Atkinson, get supply to our skirmishers. They've already ended the lives of over 1,000 men in this battle. Rice, you need to shift a bit. And I'm going to get Eustace over here. The enemy is still determined to capture Marye's heights. And down here we continue to rout the enemy. These men over here can now advance. The same goes with Alda. And down here we have strong unit hiding behind our main line. I do not know how they got there, but I am going to prepare. Down here we continue to hunt the rebels back. And we can advance further. The fight continues on their right flank. The fight on the Confederate right continues. Well, taking off where we left, we are met with a meat grinder. Our artillery is moving up, our soldiers are getting into position. We are still to capture our main target. Down here Cook can advance seemingly unprovoked. Unopposed. Down here we are going to take defensive positions. Once we secure this, the remainder of our forces are going to be sent down. Doles move forward, Haggard move up behind them. And down here our elite division is going to get also up. Parrot guns also get a little bit closer to the fight. Webb, I'm going to get your skirmishers just to find out what is over there. And we have captured Telegraph Road. Now all we need to do is hold the position and stop the rebels from recapturing it. Therefore, these men are going to get in position over here. These men are going to get over there. And soon everything that's left on this side is going to be sent down into the back of the enemy. We have found some more enemies. Sharp snipers, do your thing. And web skirmishers are hit hard with artillery fire. The rest of our units can advance. Rosser, move up. And I'm going to get these units and march them down here. Cross skirmishers can reattach. This unit of sharp snipers is going to march up over here. Some of our units are apparently rear flanked. I do not know by what. Schemmelpfennig, I'm going to get your skirmishers to get this vantage point. Maybe we can then find out where the enemy is holding up. Mason, get on the flank even further. Cross, move behind them and spears you as well. And I'm going to get 20-pounder Parrot guns, the unit of 24-pounder Napoleons and howitzers over to hold this ground. The unit of 10-pounder Parrot guns and 24-pounder howitzers can move down here and help with our attack. We have found a unit of enemy artillery. Maybe they are what is holding us back. Tenet, you're going to hold over here. Everyone here, hold your ground. And we have found more rebels over on this side. Heavy contingents are focusing over here. Artillery, focus your fire on this unit. Supplies, move up. Haggard, you are moving up over here. Miller, you're going to prepare over here. Straight, move forward a bit. The same goes with Brook. We need to engage. Rosser, also move up. Martin, move up over here. And soon we should have forced them back from the center. Grant, you're also going to support your man down here. The same goes with Carroll. We have found some contingents of the enemy. And the Wallbreaker Brigade can now hurry up to get Henry's guns. While over here our men are engaging Robertson. Come on, man, get him, get him. Down here it looks like the rebels are almost beaten. I'm going to send spears and cross forward. But on the other side, these men can move up over here in defensive positions. Their cavalry is trying to advance, and over here we have broken their side. Men, move up. Miller and Hazen, you also need to move up. And heavy artillery fire is opening up. We can now see where the enemies are. 20 pounders. Focus on their guns. Our remaining artillery needs to focus on Walker. And Brooke needs to move forward. Straight, move over here. And down here these units can move up. We need to keep an eye out for these men over there, but I do not want to engage them. If they want to stay behind their main force, I'm absolutely fine with that. Down here it looks like we have broken enemy guns. And down here, 2 units of the rebels are still remaining. Spears and Cross, you charge over there, and Schaefer, you charge at Paxton. All of you should be in good condition and finish them off quickly. Down here, unit of the rebels broke. Doles, continue on the target. And if you can hold up this pace, we should be able to capture the target quickly. Iron Brigade, move up over here. I do not want to commit you yet, you were way too expensive. And we have another killed general. Artillery, focus on this unit. Down here, melee cavalry, charge in. In fact, charge at Paxton. And here our defensive line can advance to make sure that the Wallbreaker Brigade is not going to be flanked. The skirmishers can reattach and the hunter snipers can get on the flank of the enemy. Artillery move up. And down here our reinforcements are also advancing. Haggett and Miller, you can focus down here. Brooke, move forward. And Rosser, you're going to march in this gap. Down here our men can move up as well. And we are about to be flanked. Man, fall back. Iron Brigade, OTs McCord, you're going to hold over here. Skirmishing cavalry, move down. And you men need to prepare for the push up north. Artillery, focus on this man. 20 pounders, still focus on Jones. And down here our reinforcements need to move up. I'm going to get McGowan behind our main line in case that they have still troops over here. And the rest of our force can advance over here. Down here fighting seems to stop. I'm going to scout out with our melee cavalry. Otherwise, more contingents of the enemy are over here. Hunter snipers, I hope that you wipe them off the earth. And down here I'm going to build up a secondary line and take these forces down here as well. We still have 2 hours and I'm going to speed up time a little bit. Man, move forward. And Doles, you need to take out Jones. Rosser, move up. Webb, move down. You men need to hold your ground. And Lane tries to break. Nelson, do not open your flank. Everyone hold your ground. General, get over there. Skirmishing cavalry. You make sure that nothing flanks us. 20 pounder parrots, you're still attacking Jones. This is good. These guns now need to push up as well. Supplies, you get up over here. And these supplies need to get up over here. Our snipers are getting forced back. Web, fall back. Web skirmishers, you can reattach. Nelson, hold your ground. Race, shift a little. Now also hold again. And we are almost on point. Hazen, you march up over there. And down here, more and more of our reinforcements are advancing. Guns, get up over there. Supplies, move up. Snipers, get over here. General, get up. And looks like we really broke them down here. I'm going to get our melee cavalry over. Maybe they can still do something. And down here we only need to hold. Everyone, hold your ground. I am not too concerned about this situation. But I am going to order our men focus fire on Jenkins. We have captured enemy supplies. And I'm going to order more and more of our men forward. 20-pounder parrots, you can now also move forward. And soon we also have this vantage point over here and can actually see where the rest of the enemy is holding up. Newell, charge Doles. He should then be out of the fight. Brooke, where are you going? Stay back. Snipers, you need to have a look what's over there. And over here our artillery is advancing. Now these units are broken and we have 4 more brigades ready to advance on the enemy. Web, hold your ground. Web skirmishers, reattach. Iron Brigade. I hope you can hit Greg. I want to find out what these rifles are capable of. McCord, also move up on the enemy flank. Snipers, you move up over there. Hold your ground, man. Once you're in position. The enemy still has some artillery in reserve. And down here our men are engaging with Pendleton. Down here enemy supplies are trying to make a run for it. And we can hit these units hard. We are about to capture the point and we need to hurry as we only have 1 hour left. Artillery line, move forward. Get closer to the enemy. One of our units got pushed back, but we have more in reserve. Iron Brigade is racking up quite the kill count, even though they haven't seen much action yet. And with this, Greg is falling back. I'm now going to get our skirmishing cavalry on the flank of the enemy to get some shots off and hopefully break their side. Rosser, get forward. Race, move behind him. And Butler, move forward. Our artillery is moving up. And this terrible fight is soon going to be over. Skirmishing Cav, now shoot Jones in the back. Sharp snipers also move forward. And over here our snipers can move into the enemy flank as well. And our artillery reinforcements are opening up. It looks like we have forced Pendleton back. Our men need to move up to make sure that they are not going to target our artillery. And I'm going to send McGowan over here. Another unit of the Confederates broke. And with this, their center is exposed. Walker is falling back. And we should have Prospect Hill secured in no time. Davis. Run back. And we have secured our position. Now we only need to hold. Down here, supplies are running away from us. And our men are still battling these 3 units. I'm going to get Schaefer over. But the rest of our men are going to stay behind as a rear guard. We have found Pendleton again, and it looks like a good decision that our men are advancing on this side. Sharp snipers fall back. We are now hitting enemy artillery. Our guns are now also opening up again. 20 pounders. Focus fire. And our skirmishing cav needs to get out of there. They got hit hard. Scales, I'm going to get you over here. And McGowan, you can also fall back. As the situation is looking now, we are continuing to hold our ground. 1200 Napoleons, please shoot at Napleton. We have lost eyes on him. All we now need to do is hold this ground and not let us be forced back. Haggard, move up a bit as well. The same goes with Butler. Newell, get up over here. McGowan, do not open a gap. Davis, stay. You also do not need to run. Our sharp snipers can still target Jones. And I'm happy to announce victory! We have started this day with over 100,000 men. Unfortunately, we lost close to 14,000 of them. This number is terribly high, but on the other side, the rebels have suffered even worse. The Confederates started this day with about 59,000 men, and they've lost over 30,000 of them. And we were even able to capture a couple of them. We have reached each and every of our targets, and we have a lot of promoted officers, but also a large amount of wounded men and 2 killed generals. We were also able to capture 5 10-pounder Parrott guns, 5 12-pounder Napoleons, 6 12-pounder howitzers, 6 10-pounder ordnance guns, and a large amount of enemy rifles. After this fight, we also received 12,500 fresh recruits, plus an additional 1,000 men for the prisoners we've taken, and $300,000. With this, we are able to reinforce our army significantly. Our 1st Corps was hit hardest, and they have a large amount of wounded and killed officers. Our 2nd Corps has the 2nd largest amount of casualties, but is otherwise looking good. Our 3rd Corps has seen the least amount of action and is overall in relatively good shape. And this is it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed today's battle and hope to see you all next time. Until then, have a great time.